Hello, my name is Ed Vanino. I am the Chief Financial Officer for the City of Austin. I have been invited to join you today to introduce myself and to offer some tips and advice on how to do business with the City of Austin. In my day-to-day activities as the CFO for the city, I manage the Financial Services Department, which encompasses a broad range of financial services, including budget and performance management, accounting, treasury, real estate services, telecommunications and regulatory affairs, and the area that I suspect most of you are interested in, procurement services. The Financial Services Department also oversees the city's all funds budget of $4.7 billion, which encompasses a general fund budget of $1.2 billion and the city's capital budget of $1.3 billion in planned annual spending. As the head of the Financial Services Department, my staff and I spend a lot of time examining the city. We examine more than just the current tax rate and revenues. We also examine the trends, the people, and the economy to determine the best solutions for our community. Let me just take a moment to give you one example and talk about the city's COVID-19 response. We have done a lot over the last 2 years to support our community throughout this unprecedented crisis by providing an array of public health, emergency management, and economic support services to the community. We know that many of your businesses have been significantly impacted these last 2 years by COVID-19, and cities across the U.S. have also suffered, but Austin has been more stable than many other cities. In the last 2 years since the pandemic arrived, we have worked with our Austin, Texas Economic Recovery Officer, now Assistant City Manager Veronica Briseños, and our Economic Development Department under the leadership of Synovia Holt-Rabb, who you had an opportunity to hear from this morning, to administer 12 emergency grant programs totaling more than $60.5 million in support for Austin families, nonprofits, and businesses impacted by the global COVID-19 pandemic. And this is just in the area of economic support. We've spent far more than that in other areas of public health and emergency response. Additionally, the Economic Development Department collaborated with other government agencies and community-based organizations to create 8 supportive programs for families, workers, small business owners, and nonprofit leaders. Collectively, the budgets for these supportive programs totaled more than $19 million. I've been asked to offer some advice to the small business owner, and here's just a few tips that I've put together. First, take advantage of our virtual exhibit halls today to meet the departments and the representatives who you'll be doing business with and who are joining us here today virtually. Second, stop by and visit with one of our procurement specialists. They are here today to help you align the goods and services that you offer with the city departments and agencies who purchase similar or related services. Next, and this is really for after today, utilize our Austin Finance Online. It's an incredible tool that offers full transparency in how we, as a financial services department, conduct business. It contains information about past, present, and future solicitation opportunities, and you can also use it to review past contracts, to watch live bid openings, and to create your own vendor account. Another thing you can do while you're at Austin Finance Online is to get involved with our annual budget process. You will be able to find information about past city budgets and learn how to get involved in the current planning cycle for fiscal year 2023. There are lots of ways you can get involved and to let the city know what you think the budget priorities for the city should be, including community input forums, city council town hall meetings, online surveys, and public hearings. I want to close today by thanking you for the services you provide to the City of Austin that allows us to in turn provide the services that the community needs and relies on. Quite frankly, we could not do it without you. I want to thank you so much for attending our 4th annual Small Business Contracting Forum. And now I'd like to introduce our keynote speaker, Coach Darren K. Roberts from the University of Texas, who will offer tips on how to stay in the deep end. Take it away, Coach.